Ever had a client say, well, can we just add one more quick thing, and suddenly your small project turns into a never-ending expedition throughout the jungle? That's scope creep, and it's how freelance projects go from fun to frustrating fast. I've been editing and animating for years, and I've learned how to keep projects on track, on time, and on budget without losing my sanity or the client's trust. And here's one thing that changed everything for me. You're the guide, and if you don't lead the way, the project gets lost. So let's see my 7-step process on how to handle scope creep. Every great adventure starts with a map. Before I even touch a timeline or a keyframe, I sit down and plan the route. That means writing out what I'm delivering, how long it will be, the style we're using, and how many times I'll make changes. It's all written down and agreed to. This map is what we follow. If someone suddenly says, well, let's take a detour through the volcano, I can point to the map and say, well, I'm happy to, but that's a new path, and we'll need to prep for it accordingly. Always have a contract and make it as detailed as possible. And I have a separate video on contracts if you want to check it out after. Now that we've got our map, we set checkpoints. These are little rest stops along the journey. Script sign-off, style frame approval, first animation draft, and final delivery. Each checkpoint is a moment to pause, to check in, and say, yep, we're still on the right trail. That way, if we try to turn around halfway through the forest, I can gently remind them, well, we already passed that tree. Going back adds time and cost. Ever been on a hike where someone keeps wandering off because they didn't hear the plan? That's what happens without clear communication. So stay in touch. If a client asks for something new, I usually say, well, that sounds awesome. Let me check what that means for time and cost. It's friendly, it's honest, and it reminds them that extra paths need extra prep. You don't blame them for asking, but you don't take the wrong trail just to be nice either. Because one way to get lost fast, to keep circling the same trail over and over. So that's why I set clear limits for revisions right at the start. One round for storyboarding, one round for animation, one round for pretty much anything. After that, if they want to loop around again, we're talking about extra cost. It's like saying we've marked this path clearly, and if we keep walking in circles, we'll never reach the finish line. But obviously, sometimes detours happen. Maybe your client wants subtitles or a new format for TikTok, and that's fine. We just treat it like a fork in the road, and that is where I use a change order, a quick doc that says what's changing, how long it'll take, and what it will cost. Once they give the green light, we're off again. It's simple, it's organized, and it doesn't bring about any surprises. And to make the path extra clear, I use tools like Trello or Notion, like a digital trail guide. Clients can see exactly what's been done, what's coming up, and what's included in the trip. It helps keep us both on track, and if they suddenly ask for something way off route, I can pinpoint to the board and say, well, that's a different trail. Do you want to explore it? That's cool. Let's plan it properly. At the end of the day, you're not here to carry everything for free. You're the guide, not the mule. That means being kind, but clear. If a client keeps tossing extra tasks on your back, you just smile and say, well, I'm happy to help. Let's work that into a new part of the project. It's not rude, it's professional, and they'll respect you more for knowing the trail and sticking to it. I once had a project that started as a simple promo video. Then came the extra versions, then the vertical edits, the captions, the new voiceover, new music. And at first I kept saying sure because I didn't want to seem difficult. But by the end, I was deep in the woods, I was completely off course, and most definitely underpaid. I was tired, I was frustrated, and I was stuck. And that was the last time I let a project wander off the map. Now I lead every job like an experienced trail guide. And guess what? The journey is way smoother for me and for the client. So here's how you avoid scope creep and stay in control of your creative adventure. Make a map, set checkpoints, use your walkie-talkie, mark the trail, handle detours wisely, share the map, and be the guide, not the mule. With these steps, you'll stay on the path, avoid burnout, and actually enjoy the creative ride. And if you want to start your projects the right way, watch this video for a list of questions you need to ask clients to get them to come back again and again.